Hi guys, CentraTech here, and today I'm bringing you guys 15 new tips and tricks for the iPhone in 2020. Now before the video starts, I would really appreciate if you guys could drop a like on this video and also comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Our first tip is to optimize your battery life. So to do that, you guys have to go into your settings, and from your settings scroll down to battery, and from here you guys go to battery health and optimize battery charging. So Apple's description of this is to reduce battery aging. iPhone learns from your daily charging routine, so it can wait to finish charging past 80% until you need to use it. So it basically makes your battery last longer in the long run. So as you can see, I've had this iPhone for around a year now, and the maximum capacity for my iPhone is at 97%. Now I've been using it every day, and this is actually really good at 97%. I've had people who haven't turned this on and have the exact same model for around the same time and their battery is at 84%. So this really helps your battery life. Now tip number 2 is how to move multiple apps at once. So as you guys know, if you want to edit your home screen, you have to either 3D touch on an app or haptic touch and press edit home screen. Now you guys can edit one app at a time and move it to multiple screens. But what if you want to edit multiple apps at the same time? So you just have to hold on the app you want to edit, want to move, and just tap on all the other apps you want to move. So I'm doing 10 apps right now at the same time, and drag them wherever you want and just release. And they all come in the same order that you guys picked it. Now tip number 3 is to use Do Not Disturb. So do not disturb, there's 2 modes for it. So the first one is do not disturb while driving. So if you guys can add that feature to your notification centers, and to do that you guys go to your settings, scroll down to control center, customize controls, and add do not disturb while driving here. So it's right down here. So you guys add that. If you guys drag down from there and you guys hit that, so the iPhone would know if you're driving or not based on the speed you're moving at. So all your calls or notifications, it would dismiss them and send them straight to your notification center instead of having them ring out aloud. Now the second mode is regular do not disturb. So that's already in the control center for you guys. So you guys either press the moon right here, or you guys could 3D touch or haptic touch on it, and you guys could set it for 1 hour until this evening, or until you leave this location. You guys could also schedule your own times for it. So this does exactly as the do not disturb while driving mode, except you don't have to be driving for it to actually work. So if I set for 1 hour, so my phone, I could still use it and the sound would be on, but any notifications or calls would just be muted for me. So I always have this on when I'm sleeping at night. Tip number 4 is to create shortcuts for emojis. So as you guys know, searching for a specific emoji can really be a tedious task to search through all the available emojis on the keyboard. So you guys could create custom shortcuts for them, so you guys could just type the shortcut and it would automatically replace it with the emoji. So to do this, you guys can head over to settings, go down to general. Now from here, go to keyboard and text replacement. Now if you guys hit the plus sign right here, you guys could add a new shortcut. In the phrase section, do any emoji you want. I'm just gonna do a robot right here. And for the shortcut, I'm gonna do RO, short for robot. Now if I save that, now if I want to search anything, if I just head over to App Store for example, and want to search robot, instead of typing out the word, I could just do RO, and the text replacement would go right there, and just hit search, and that would come up automatically for you guys. Now tip number 5 is to find keywords in a web page. Say you're on a really long web page and you're looking for specific info on it. For example, I'm on the Apple support website, but I want to find support for MacBooks only. So if I don't want to search through the web page, I could hit on the URL search bar right here and just search up MacBook. Now if I scroll down, you guys can see find MacBook. If I hit on that, so Safari would find all the references of MacBook in the web page. and I could just hit through the arrows for Safari to take me directly to the keyword, and it would highlight the keyword too. So for example, on this page there's 7 references of MacBook on this page. Now the next tip is how to go to the top of the web page automatically without scrolling back up. So say you're on a really long web page and you just scroll all the way to the bottom and you don't feel like scrolling back up again. So to automatically go back up, you guys have to tap on the upper left corner right where the time is, tap on that once, and it would automatically bring you to the top of the page. Now this could be really useful if, for example, if you're researching and there's a bunch of information on like a single page and you guys want to go back to the top again. Now this next tip is how to save pages as a PDF. So for example, if you're on a web page and you want to save it as a PDF for when you're on the go and you don't have any like internet connection around you. So all you guys have to do is press the share button right here and scroll down until you see print. So press on print, and from here you guys want to like do the zoom in action, so pinch out, and this is the PDF for you guys. So press share again and save to files. Now I could just do it on my iPhone, save right there. So now if you guys want to access this file again, you guys can just go to your files app right here and go to browse on my iPhone, and here it is. So this is the entire web page for you guys. Now it's not interactive, but it's just if you're like reading a text doc, informative web page with lots of text on it, this could come in really handy. Now this next tip is how to close multiple tabs at once. So if you're anything like me, you guys just open a new tab and do anything you want on the web page and just leave, and then once you come back again, open a new one. Now what this does over time is you create a lot of apps and a lot of tabs, and this could eventually slow down Safari since there's more cache. Now to close one tab at a time, you guys just swipe left on it like that. But if you want to close multiple tabs at once, say you have like 50 tabs open, so all you guys have to do is hold down on the tab button, and over here it says close this tab, but above it it says close all 11 tabs. So if you guys press that and close all 11 tabs again, and that automatically closes all the tabs for you. Now this next tip is for those of you guys who have small hands and big phones, such as the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So as you guys know, if you have a big phone, it can sometimes be hard for you to reach the top row of apps here. So to solve this problem, all you guys want to do is go to settings, scroll down to accessibility. Now from here go to touch and turn on reachability. So what this does is if you swipe down at the bottom edge of your screen, it would bring your top half of your phone all the way around like the center of your phone. So if I just swipe down right here, you guys can see my entire top row of apps is down there. Now I could bring my notification center down from right here, notification center down, and then swipe down again to bring that to the bottom half of my screen as well. Now this next tip is how to use Siri's full capacity. So say you have gloves on and you want to turn on your flashlight, but your gloves won't register touch input with your iPhone. Well, you guys can turn on your flashlight with Siri. So for example, turn on my flashlight.
It's on.
So as you guys can see, it turned on my flashlight. Now turn my flashlight off.
It's off.
Now it's off again. Now another Siri tip is for Siri to show your passwords. So show my passwords. So it does identification first, and then it shows you all of your passwords right here. So as many of you guys know, you can use Spotlight search on the home screen by just dragging down on your screen, and you guys can search anything you want, like New York weather, and it's right there. But did you guys know you can use Spotlight search while in an app? So for example, you're in the weather app, but suddenly you want to know like the closest restaurant. So drag down until you guys see your notification center and swipe right from here. Now over here you guys can search up like closest restaurant, and all of the restaurants come up. Now this next tip is how to delete the last digit of the calculator app. So if you're in the calculator app and you have some big number, and say you wanted to put a 8 there instead of a 7, well, if you just press that, it clears all of the digits. But if you guys do that again, so let's say you wanted that digit to be a 7, an 8, you just swipe right and it deletes the last digit, and you guys can put your correct number there. And just swiping right, it deletes each single digit, so you guys don't have to clear the entire screen if you make a mistake. Now this next tip is if you want your notifications to arrive via the flashlight flashing. So if you guys want to know exactly when your notifications arrive, and if you're like far away, your phone's not near you, you still want to like see it, you guys have to go to your settings. From here, scroll down to accessibility and go to audio/visual. Now press LED flash for alerts. So what this does, so if you receive a notification, the flashlight would flash a certain number of times to gain your attention, and then it would stop. Now if you guys want to know when your last iMessage was sent, you could read the timestamps of your messages. So if you go into a Messages app, and over here, if you just swipe to the right from here, you guys can see that timestamps are released for every single one of those messages, and you guys can know when they were read and when they were sent and when you received them. Now if your guys' iPhone is starting to slow down a bit, what you guys can do to speed it up a bit is reboot your iPhone. So essentially what this does, it deletes all the cache on your iPhone, so all like the Safari data cache that's like unneeded, and your phone would speed up from that. So how you guys can do this is, if you have an iPhone with no home button, hold down the side power up button and the volume down button at the same time. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Now if you guys have an iPhone with a home button, hold down the power up button and the home button at the same time. Now just slide to power off. Now just wait after it's powered off and the screen is off. Wait 10 seconds and then reboot it up again for it to speed up a bit. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you guys could subscribe and drop a thumbs up on this video, and also comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Thank you and goodbye.